Doom and Bloom Survival is a game for that lone prepper who can't get the rest of the family on board, for goodness sake, with getting into the survival mindset.
True.
And so what we've done, instead of having that person cram it down his family's throat or her family's throat or make it a lecture, we decided to make it a game. And this game involves making a lot of survival type decisions in a fun family game night experience.
This is perfect because we're trying to start our little board game room or closet, and our daughter's 1.5 years, so it's kind of nice to see something like this.
Absolutely, absolutely. Our game starts you off as a survivor of a pandemic.
Okay.
And as a survivor of a pandemic, your hometown, Center City, which by a stroke of genius I put right in the middle of the board.
Sounds perfect.
Center City has been taken over not by demons, not by zombies, but what would actually happen? People that want to take what you have. We call them raiders in the game. Every area on the game that is yellow and orange is raider territory, and going into that area has a specific consequence. You have to leave your hometown Center City, and you have to go out into the world, and you have to accumulate assets. The assets are food, fuel, other survivors, and weaponry, and medical supplies at abandoned hospitals. And you have to go to various settlements on the periphery of the board that might be a safe haven for you and your family. Now, when you land on, let's say, a food icon, you don't automatically give yourself an additional food on your player mat. You actually have to overcome a challenge. The challenge could be that you have to give charity to somebody. It could be that you have to barter with somebody. It could be simply luck, because indeed survival, you could be the best, most skilled survivalist in the world, walk down the wrong road and get shot in the head by somebody who's never used a gun before.
Has more ammo than you do.
So there are some dice in the game, but there are a lot of other types of decisions that have to be made. If you are successful, you get the icon, and depending on how difficult it was, you get an additional reward.
Okay.
Now, in green zones, there's not a lot of penalty. However, if you go into raider territory, you are attacked by raiders, and you must survive that attack. If you survive that attack, the rewards are greater than if you were in a green zone, but if you lose something. There's a penalty.
Yeah.
So that's an issue. Now, the items that you accumulate are not just for just a count. You can actually use them. In other words, if you want to gain an advantage in a raider attack, you can sacrifice weaponry. If you want to gain an advantage in a green zone challenge, you can sacrifice food. If you want to go faster across the board, you can sacrifice fuel. But every turn, you're tempted to sacrifice, therefore, the very things that you need to accumulate to win the game.
Wow.
So there's a big risk-reward decision-making process that has to occur almost every turn.
Okay.
And in that situation, I think that it causes people to think a little bit more about what they would do in true survival.
True.
And we think it's an awesome game, and it's a game, by the way, put together by the same artist that does great commercial games like Axis and Allies and Batman's Arkham Horror.
That's cool. So what got you into wanting to do a board game?
Because
just
I
in
saw,
general?
number one, we're big board gamers. We love board games. But additionally, I had so many people come up to me and say, I just can't get everybody else in the family on the same
That
page.
can't be a problem.
So why not put together a fun family game night? And if you can do that, you could actually maybe get them sort of into that mindset.
You got to be thinking on every move.
On the sly.
True. Well, thank you so much for explaining this to us. It's really special to hear it from the actual creator of the board game. So.
Well, thank you very much. I hope,
among other things. So.
I hope that your viewers will consider Doom and Bloom Survival. That is the name of the game.
I know that we're actually going to buy it from you today. So.
Oh boy!
It's gonna. So you already got one of us.
Okay, thank you.